Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fools and Flagons. I'm popping in for just a moment to inform you that I once again forgot to check my audio hardware before the stream started. My computer updated, and my microphone options were reset. Thankfully, nothing was really missed except for the recap from the previous episode. So, if you want to know what happened last time, you should probably listen to the last 5 episodes before watching this one. So you go ahead and do that, and I'll wait here until you're done. Okay, I'm bored. Let's get on into this week's episode, shall we? I hope you enjoy.
Okay, real quick, someone just brought up a great question. They texted me this.
How dare they?
Do
Thank you.
tieflings and other hooved characters need horseshoes?
No. No, because they're hooved. Because they're cloved hooves, not hoofs.
Okay, what if they had a hoof?
Then
That's debatable because Dre and I have them.
yeah. Could totally
They
see
have
them getting,
horseshoes or shoes of some sort?
could
They
totally
have-
see them wearing shoes.
Yeah, Lightforge Dre and I actually have golden horseshoes.
So,
make
Bitch,
clear.
it still counts.
So it's a personal preference?
Probably.
Why not?
All right.
I mean, if it's a hoof, it would probably work like a horse's hoof, so getting
Okay.
jewelry down there wouldn't hurt. Horseshoes don't hurt.
Get hit in the head with one.
Why do horses get hooves in the first place? I mean, like the horseshoes.
Yeah.
I mean, no, sorry, horseshoes. Why do they get horseshoes in the first place?
Why do we wear shoes?
Yeah.
Got it.
It's exactly the reason why. Why do we wear shoes?
I don't wear
Jack-
shoes, though.
To protect
Yep.
our feet.
Okay.
Tonight on
Sorry.
All About Horses.
Sorry, someone asked me, and I was like, I mean, it's a D&D question. I can ask it here.
Oh, in the stream.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
It's working now. I knew I was forgetting something that my computer updated. Damn it.
Can confirm it is.
It is working or not working?
It is working now.
I heard him.
So, thankfully, the only thing that was missed was the recap. If you missed what happened, go watch or listen to the last session. I'm not repeating myself.
Some stuff got blown up. We killed a sheriff. We got the mayor. Ta-da.
You almost killed the sheriff. You literally beat him to 1 HP. It was very impressive. Interrogation tactics.
So,
Okay,
so
so
Brick's making his way to mine. Sorry, forgot where you get minerals and ore from. To the mine with dynamite.
We're still waiting for our dino cart transport to arrive.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. I
And
mean, I want to go
point-
watch what happens. So,
point of
I guess-
reference, Reginald already hooked you guys up with a box of goodies, so you don't have to go to the mine for that.
Nice.
Wait, we don't have to go to the bot.
I have box of goodies.
I was about to say, I thought he gave them to Brick.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
I thought Zahn had said
Oh.
something about going to the mine to get the ores and stuff.
Oh no, I keep for like yeah, the mayor's house is closer. I was just talking about mine to get into there, but yeah, we just go to the
Okay.
mayor's house.
I see what you're saying now.
So I guess to the mayor's house.
The mayor's house we go. The mayor's house we go.
Is that where everyone's going?
Yes.
Okay. So, you all make your way to the mayor's house. The lights are off. No one's occupying it, so no one's been there to turn anything on.
So question: did we leave any of the mimics alive, guys?
Yes.
The rugs.
Yep.
Which rugs were left alive?
There's
A
a
lot.
bear. There's a bear rug in the library or
And
the
there's an
office.
entire room full of them.
Hey, Brick, can I
Yeah.
borrow a stick of dynamite?
No.
Like, opens mimic mouth, shoves dynamite in.
Oh, no.
Light stick of dynamite, sees what happens. Science!
You can
No
do
more
your
setting
science
stuff
project
on
outside.
fire, Father.
It's not setting things on fire, it's blowing them to smithereens. There's difference. They didn't say we couldn't do the latter, they just said we couldn't do the former.
Fire happened after explosion.
Only if you do it incorrectly.
You always do things incorrectly.
Fuck you!
Oh.
I'm disowning you.
What does disown mean?
Father, no.
I activated you. I can shut you off.
I took you out of the box and put you back in! You know what's funny is I actually had no idea they came out of a box, so like this is something my character actually has no fucking clue about.
I'm just picturing Britt going through an emo teenage phase, like, I never asked to come out of the box!
I never asked to be assembled.
So I guess
Actually,
we're going
funny
to the
story.
house.
The only one that knows that you came out of the box, he was shoved under a train.
Yeah!
Actually, no, that's not true. Because he grabbed a piece of it and told somebody about it when they asked him what it was.
Yeah, all of you.
Yeah.
But up
Oh, so we all met-
until then, no one had known that he had come out of a box.
Oh, okay, so yes, we do know you came out of a box. I was like, I couldn't remember who you talked to about it. I thought it was one person, but it was everybody.
Yeah.
So I-
Cardboard box.
It's still day 6, right? I'm still only 6 days old.
Let me check the calendar.
I think we said it was the latter. It was the 7th day, because we...
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
On the
4.
7th day.
1, 2, 3.
For the one person I know is tuning into the
Yes.
stream today for the first time, my character's only 7 days old.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
still 6 days old. You were on
Oh,
the
6 days
eve
old,
of
okay.
your 7th.
Got it.
So, does anybody want to do anything in the mayor's house while we wait for 3 fur tufts past a hair?
I don't remember. I don't think there's anything that I wanted to particularly take that we didn't take the first time. I think I'm good.
It's like an entire suit of armor, right?
Yeah, how much of those suits of armor were?
You all looked into this already, and it's all purely decorational. Like, you can tell at a distance, it's like, ooh, piece of armor, but when you get close, it's
It ain't shit.
almost no better than what aluminum would be. It's purely decorational.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
I don't know. I guess we're gonna wait till the time to come around. I don't know what else to do.
We
Wait,
put
do we
the
still have the
mounts in the
dinosaurs?
back, right?
You can't fit the dinosaurs inside of the mayor's office.
No. I was gonna put the 2 suits of armor on the back of the dinosaurs and like put little sticks in their hands.
Oh my
Gonna
god.
move on it.
No, joust
News
it.
from the front.
What? Never seen them in black and white before?
Okay, we need to stop. Too many references.
Not enough references.
Not enough? Okay, we'll kick it up a notch.
So I guess we're all gonna wait unless anybody has a better plan and or idea they can come up with.
Sounds good.
Sure.
I'm just the unofficial demolitions expert apparently.
Transportation.
Excuse me. I was the one who burnt down a building. I'm the expert.
Vanera's just gonna find a couch and read her book.
Okay. Well, the couches that you know are in the mansion are in a room where there was a dead mimic that was not cleaned up.
Never mind. She's gonna go sit by there's a little fountain, right?
There are 2 fountains in the main foyer, yes.
Yeah, she's gonna go sit by one of those
Okay.
in the foyer.
Oh yeah.
Ah, this is the one I was looking for. Sorry that took me so long to find appropriate, not annoying crickets. Okay, so you're all just gonna kind of sit around and wait till it's closer to time?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you all staying away from the mimic rooms that you're aware of?
Yes.
Savages.
Oh, I was just gonna go into. I was just gonna walk down into the room that actually has the teleportation thing and wait down there. Because money.
He just wants to go and make gold angels.
Guys, look! It's worth so much.
Okay, well, to keep things brief, you all hang around the mansion. You know the word to keep the mimics from attacking you. You know the time to meet. Some of you go down and wait and play around in the gold. Some of you sit down and read. Some of you just like poke the mimics that can't attack you back. Rick. And as the time gets closer and closer, more and more of you trickle down into the underground hidden basement and await for the time to arrive. We'll say, for the sake of the argument, it's about 11:10 when you're all finally down there. How are you proceeding?
Is any of the village people showing up, or is it just us?
No one else so far has come to show up. Amanda did say that she was going to try to keep everyone away tonight. Especially with the celebration going on that the corrupt mayor is finally gone. When you left the tavern, more people had come in from the town itself, whereas previously it had been bustling because of everyone that had been on the train. So
Gotcha.
as the evening was coming more to a close, children were being put to bed, the parents were coming and partaking in the libations.
So, how do we prepare this shit?
Yeah, closer and closer to time, Brick is just setting up fuses and tying fuses together and making sure this will all go off properly.
Go off with a bang.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh god, we're gonna die.
Oh no.
To make sure you are using the correct fuses and making the right lengths and inserting them correctly.
Did we level up, or are we still level 3?
I believe you're still level 3?
Yeah,
Yeah,
level
level
3.
three.
I'm still up there,
What did you roll?
yeah. That's a 12.
It's a 12? Okay.
Yeah.
From the instructions that Reginald gave you, you're pretty sure that length of fuse you did is good distance.
Yeah, and I want it, want it to be long enough to where I can light it. Like, I want to kind of time it out to where when I light it, like a few seconds before the time is up, so it teleports while the fuse is still lit, so it blows up on the other side.
Okay, so you give
I
the
would
fuse a
hope
good
so.
we'll say in the amount of time that you were playing with the mimic, you got bored and you took a length of fuse and you lit it just to see how long it would take. So you feel fairly confident that you were literally playing with fire. So you feel pretty good with the fact that it's not going to blow up in your hand and you're going to lose digits or anything.
I'll just buy you a new one.
It's gonna be a nice balance between light the fuse, the circle goes up, but by the time it gets to the other side, they don't have any time to figure out what's going on.
Well, so that's kind of where my next question kind of stems. Is anyone here particularly experienced in teleportation?
No.
I have knowledge, but no practice.
I've seen it before, and it's
So-
cool.
Would
But here, my concern.
Vanira DM?
If anyone wishes to answer her question, you can try to make an Arcana check.
No.
Yeah, actually.
What is the question?
So
Does any-
basically, what I'm trying to uncover is there a gap in time between when they leave here and get to the next location?
Oh, you're talking about will the bomb explode mid-teleportation?
Yes.
Rick does not know. I got a 10 total.
Let me roll.
I've got a +1, but I'm gonna roll just because I want to see what I get.
Data banks. Unclear.
Research has not developed in this area.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna guess that one. So
Never mind. I'm fucking proficient, but I rolled a goddamn 2.
Oh no.
somebody roll
I'll
a
give
14.
it a little bit of extra link. Just in case.
Okay.
Between nervous glances between Brick and Vanira, it goes blink and blink.
Just everybody
Okay.
looking on with contempt.
Now
Zahn just over there with a stick poking the dynamite.
Session 5. Brick now wants to research teleportation.
Good. That'd be a good one to add.
Roll the 17. Does that count?
Sorry, say again?
I said D&D Beyond rolled a 17. Does that count? But
Yeah,
I
it's
had
whatever you
already-
rolled first.
No, I had already rolled.
Okay, it's getting closer and closer to time. You all have your plans set. The clock is ticking down. Brick had squirreled away one of the large clocks from upstairs down into the basement so you could all watch the time tick by. It hits 11:24.
Are there
For
any
some-
boxes I can hide behind?
Yeah. Is there something to hide behind in here?
You guys strangely notice
It's
that 11:20.
supposed to be at 11:24, right? Or is it 11:25?
25.
25.
Okay.
You
I'll
strangely
watch the
noticed that
second.
while. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll watch the. So one, I'm gonna be dividing my focus between the seconds timer on the clock and also the teleportation circle. If I start to see it glow before it gets anywhere near 25, and because I would know as soon as it starts glow, it's activating. There's only like a 6-second window to light the fuse.
Right.
As it gets super close, you'll notice that for some strange reason, the white or the red rabbit is not there, and the staircase is looking a little bit more occupied than it was before.
So there are 3 carts at the end of the rail that could theoretically be used as a hidey hole. There's also a pillar of stone that seems to have been carved out of the room was carved around to help support the ceiling. Other than that, you would have to go down into the mine hallway or back up into the stairwell with Zahn to have sufficient cover.
Also, you have 20 seconds.
All right.
I'm sorry. Did we take a long rest?
You have not taken a rest yet.
We have not taken a rest. Okay.
Go.
16.
I'm shape-shifting into Fox and running and hide behind Zahn.
14.
I'm
13.
casting Shield of Faith
12.
on
11.
on our fucking robot, and I'm gonna go hide.
9.
On the robot, okay.
8.
Yeah, I'm hiding.
7.
You're hiding with Hamburger.
6. 5. 4. 3.
Brick lit the
He's lit.
fuse.
Yep.
1.
Okay. Brick lights the fuse. The clock ticks down to 11:25. Brick, are you standing right there, or have you legged it?
Pump it in my work.
Are you going to watch your handiwork, or are you gonna cool guy turn around and not look at it?
Stands on your teleportation.
I'm gonna turn
card,
around and
looking
not
down
look at it. Cool guys, don't look at explosions.
$20 he dies!
The clock ticks down to 11:25. You hear the runes flash very briefly, and your pile of TNT is gone.
Oh,
I quickly pull out my axe and start hitting the runes.
Make a strength check. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna do. Could I do an Arcana check to see if I can figure out how to disable it as well, besides his brute force?
You'll notice that
you can
you'll
certainly
notice that
try.
the staircases are somewhat empty, as for some strange reason the ball of fluff is now up in the house.
What a coward.
14.
You said I could try.
Yeah, you can make an
Okay.
Arcana check for that.
All right. Let's see.
But
See how
14
we're
for
rolling
strength to
today.
just try to break the ruins in the ground. Just
Okay.
All right, that's a 15.
So you would have known, having seen this altar yourself, that it's not so much a arcane sigil like a trap that has been placed. It has been etched into the stone. So as you wouldn't be able to cast a dispel on it, but as you watch Brick go to work, you know that that's probably going to work. So, Brick, you start hammering away. The stone is really tough, and it takes you a couple swings, but you do start to leave some scores, and you do start to take out some chunks from the stone, but it's still glowing slightly.
Continue with brute force, please.
Keep it going.
You hear thumping down the stairs, and all of a sudden something jumps from behind and hits Brick in the back of it, using his face to break the stone.
So you grabbed Brick's head and you're using his face to break the stone?
No, I jumped at him and used my feet to shove him into the stone.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Make an unarmed attack.
I don't know what's my ad. Unarmed is +4. That's an 18.
Rick?
18. I don't have my shield attached, so that hits.
Okay. How much damage is it, Zahn? It should just be your strength modifier.
Yeah, it should be like your
3.
strength modifier +1, I think.
It's 3.
Okay, so that's 3 bludgeoning damage.
To the stone or his face?
To him as you drop kick him from the stairs. Impressive jump, by the way. And you take an additional 2 points of bludgeoning damage as your face crashes into the arcane circle.
Okay.
Venera and Pez, are either of you doing anything while you're watching these two hooligans bludgeon each other, I guess?
So is it still glowing?
It is not glowing as brightly as it was before
Yes.
Brick had started to hit it.
Oh.
It doesn't seem to have changed much with Zahn's efforts currently.
Oh,
I just
And
get back
nothing-
up and
Say again,
she's gonna
Venera?
sulk.
And nothing else seems to be happening to it.
Not so far. It's only been about 6 seconds since the face smashing and the initial hacking.
Like, how much force would be required to break one of these stones?
Well, before then, Pez, is there anything you wanted to do?
Not really. I don't really have anything that would be good enough. I mean, I have a dagger that I could just dig into the dirt, but that's about it.
Dig your grave.
Okay. Well, we'll say that for the moment you're not quite doing anything. So for the next round, what is everyone doing for this go around? Brick, I'm assuming you're going at it again. Make another strength check, please. And is anyone else wanting to attempt anything?
Sorry. Brick had Shield of Faith on him, so Zahn's attack, you should have added 2 AC to it.
oh, but it didn't hit. Haha.
Okay, then take back your 5 damage.
Okay. As Zon
So-
goes flying past.
So no,
Oh,
well,
Shield
so
of Faith
Zahn
block,
goes
that's
for the
awesome.
flying kick, but he hits an invisible force, and the energy crackles around it, and Brick is just kind of, whack, 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 whack.
So there are 2 pillars with this on it, or just one?
No, it's just an altar, and there are 2 flaming braziers in front of it with blue flames in it.
So what is he hacking away at? Where
The,
are the runes
the,
that
the
he's hacking?
altar slab that he put all the dynamite on for the teleport, there's markings etched into it for the runic teleportation to work.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Brick to stand aside for 2 seconds.
By the way, I rolled a 19.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, so right as you go up for a swing, he says, step back, and you go, just one more, and you, whoom! And there is a massive chunk that has come out of it. The sigil has started to flicker, and seems to be taking longer and longer to draw on the energy that it wants. The room and the wall seems to be dimming from the blue glow that it used to have.
Pass on my shoulder, stand aside. All yours.
Don't really know if I need to now. Kind of seems like keep it.
No. By all means, make sure it's done.
Oh, okay. I want to use Storm Strike on it.
Oh.
Okay, what does Storm Strike do? Let me see.
It's pretty much touch, and then it's just a lightning bolt. It comes from whatever I'm hitting it with.
Okay, let me see.
It's +7, and it does 3d10. It's a d10. Is that a d10? That's a d10.
All these crickets find their way underground.
Well, I mean,
Dirt.
you're in a land of dinosaurs. They are big crickets. What were you
Nim-
using again?
Storm Strike.
Storm Strike. Okay.
It was the one we modified.
Yeah. Well, my brain said Thunder Wave, and I was like, that's not what he said.
No.
Yeah, you can give that a shot.
That'd be a 17.
Well, sorry. I meant for you to roll your damage there. Well, okay. So I misread this. So you go down and you touch the sigil, and your hair stands up for a second as lightning shoots down your arm into the stone. You leave a scorch mark, but it doesn't seem to do much to the stone.
Damn you, forces of nature!
Do we have dirt
Darn
underneath
physics.
our feet, or is it sand?
It is stone. You were in the cave.
So there's no like bags of dirt, bags of sand around us. 'Cause I know we're kind of in the desert,
There's
so
gold.
There is a pile of gold, but it seems that whatever was excavated to make this tunnel and this basement room has been long taken out. There's a bit of dust,
Dust.
but
enough where I could grab a handful.
probably not that much. The
Okay.
room does seem to be fairly heavily used. If you went into the corner, you could get maybe a pinch of it.
Okay.
But the sigil is struggling to keep itself alight. Even the braziers seem to be dimming.
I'm gonna kick a brazier over.
You go to kick one of the braziers, and your foot connects with a solid object bolted to the floor, and your shin hurts.
Ow!
Okay, is there anything anyone else would want to do before we go for another round?
Done. All of my plans have
Okay,
fizzled out.
the next round about it. Anyone want to do anything?
The way that you're saying makes me feel like I should.
Is there any like flat objects I can grab? I'm gonna try to like fan the braziers. I'm trying to get the flame to go out.
Kasumi don't know how fire works. Give it more
Keep the
oxygen.
minecart. Keep
That'll
the
put it out
minecart.
real
Put the
good.
minecart on top of it.
Like a
What?
candle topper.
Yeah. You have brick.
Right off. Shoot.
I mean, I'm not saying. I'm just saying what Brick is doing seems to be working.
I will try again. Hiya!
Can I cast anything?
Not as good again. It's only like a 12.
12 is enough. I mean, it's a stone altar. It's kind of hard to miss. You go and you take a swing at it, and it shatters straight down the middle. Just a resounding crack
Oh,
as the
gosh.
light from the sigil fades. The braziers go out, and the room is oddly dark, except for the one torch on the wall back where the staircase was into the mansion.
I was panicked there for a minute.
Bored.
Azon says this.
Oh god, of course I have to open my big fucking mouth.
A
Yeah.
red glow appears in the rent altar. And what's the word I'm looking for? A plume of smoke begins to arise out of it. Swirls, condenses, grows. And you start to see what looks to be a face of some kind appears within
Take
it.
out my shield.
You are the ones who have meddled. And the face disappears into the smoke again.
Hi.
It's still swirling.
What?
Here. Oh, it's gone already? Like, gone?
No, the smoke is still there. It's swirling and growing. Just
Hold one
who
second.
are all of you meddling in my affairs?
Can I cast Gust of Wind?
You can certainly try.
I'm just like curious what it would do. See smoke.
You can certainly try.
No, I'm gonna leave it be. Sorry.
Like Gimli in the Cave of the Dead. Just...
I'm Zahn. Hi. Who are you? Creepy smoke cloud of.
You gave it your name?
Why wouldn't I? If I'm
Why
gonna.
would you?
If I'm gonna kill it eventually, I want him to know who I am.
Arrogant little creature.
Yeah,
But
intangible
you-
smoke cloud. I can make insults too.
You don't belong here. And the face appears, and in where the eye sockets would be, the smoke seems to be glowing redder as it looks at you.
All right, smoke cloud's boring me now, guys.
Your arrogance will be your undoing. Its mouth opens, and a stream of smoke shoots out towards you and envelops Zahn.
Uh
Uh,
oh.
Hit smoke.
You go
Can
to
I-
hit the smoke.
Can I push
Yes.
my head out the smoke?
You
Hit
cannot
me.
move. You are trapped. You cannot see, you cannot hear, you cannot move. And you are starting to feel weak.
Me?
You.
yes, you.
Guys, it's like the gym day, but opposite.
You open your mouth and you feel the air escaping your lungs, but you hear nothing. The rest of you hear nothing. The cloud around
Hit
him
the
is
smoke.
beginning to glow. You hit the smoke?
I hit the smoke.
I cast, Druidcraft
Does anybody
and
have?
create a gust of winds.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I was thinking like swirling smoke, red glowing boop, flower. So
It's a cantrip, so
point of order, since Brick
That's
said
fine.
he was going to hit the smoke first.
Mhm.
Make your attack.
Oh, where were you earlier?
this is where it matters. Shut the fuck up.
Um,
I have
That's a
feeling I'm about to
20.
get-
I should
3.
actually 23.
I have a
You
feeling
go
I'm about
and
to-
you swing at the smoke. You hit the smoke, but it seems to pass straight through.
Please don't kill me.
okay, I was hitting the part connecting from the face to you, so it's trying to like chop it in half.
Oh.
Your blade passes right through.
Dang it.
Vanera,
After-
what was your what was
After
required for your
Veneer
win?
goes, I wanted to try something.
Copy that.
So it's, I don't know if this will fucking do anything, but it's you create an instantaneous, harmless like sensory effect. So it's like wind. Try and like blow the smoke away.
Okay.
Oh,
so
actually, oh no, that wouldn't work. Sorry, I was looking at something else. Actually, hold on.
I don't want to alarm anybody, but I'm probably dying here.
This is your
working on
fucking
it.
problem. I don't care.
I don't care.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame instead. Actually,
okay.
you have to make a Dex saving throw.
Okay. Well, you go to cast Sacred Flame, but the normal connection that you would feel upon connecting with the creature to light it in holy fire isn't there. You're unable to make a connection to the creature.
So the radiance doesn't do anything? Because it's radiance.
Doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay.
Kasumi, you said you were going to do something?
Yeah.
Sacrifice
So
hamburger!
I'm going to cast Lightning Lure on Zon.
Glad you did it, because I was doing that next.
Yeah, and try to pull him towards me.
Yo, Limp!
So he has to do a strength roll.
Me or it?
Zon. I'm trying to pull you towards me out of the smoke.
Please don't roll high. Please don't roll high. Please. Oh wait, it didn't land in the dice tray. It doesn't count. I don't even know what it was.
Choose to
Would
fail.
he have disadvantage since he's kind of petrified?
He would be unaware that you were trying to do this. He can't hear anything. His whole world is just darkness.
Okay.
It's like the DC universe in here.
I'm also
So am I
trying to
rolling a
find
strength check?
appropriate music for this. I apologize. I thought I had it loaded.
It's okay.
So am I rolling a strength check? DM?
Strength
No,
save.
no, because you don't know what's happening.
Oh,
So
okay.
with
He doesn't-
something like that, just for the record, if a friendly is casting it on you and you choose to let it happen, there is no check that is needed. If
Okay.
someone doesn't want it to happen, that's when the check happens. It's usually used against an enemy, but since he doesn't know what's happening, he can neither agree to it or disagree to it. Or disagree
Okay.
to it? Words are hard.
So I'm gonna pull him 10 feet towards me, and unfortunately you do have to take lightning damage, but hopefully it gets you away. So let me roll that really quick. It's just 1d8, so it's 5 points of lightning damage.
Ugh. I don't even know what's going on. I'm sorry. Well, I don't even know what's gonna happen. We gotta wait for the DM to figure this one out.
Right.
So you cast the spell, you feel it release, and you feel it connect because you know where he was, and the volume of black cloud shifts with him still inside of it.
God damn it.
Am I able to do anything, or am I just like in a perpetual state of increasing death?
You are in there and you just feel like something's being pulled out of you.
Oh god, it feels like Mortal Kombat.
As you are all attempting these various ways of getting your friend out of his smart mouth conundrum. I had to wait a second for him to take a drink, so I wanted the spit take, but it didn't happen. You see the face in the cloud chuckling harder and harder and harder, and the eyes are glowing brighter, brighter. And then, almost as soon as it started, the smoke is inhaled again. I have not tasted this in many years.
Roasted rabbit.
And you all see Zon laying on the floor, but he is no longer red. He is pure white. And the skull within the cloud cackles again. That will do as payment for meddling. Pray we do not meet again. And the cloud, with the face cackling, begins to swirl back down into the crack in the altar. Until eventually there's a... and the altar explodes. I need everyone to make a dexterity save, please.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure I just automatically fail.
You are conscious,
Oh, okay.
but you have now found yourself staring at the ceiling. Just what the fuck happened?
So I guess I'm gonna make this a disadvantage then, because I'm technically prone in that aspect then.
Yeah. Since you put the idea in my head, we'll go with that.
I mean, listen.
Stop doing that! God damn it!
Don't give me
Stop
ideas, you
acting.
bastard!
Open
Okay,
mouth,
well-
insert foot.
So
It's a Bigfoot.
So we just tell you what we roll plus the saving modifier or whatever?
You just tell me the total.
Oh, 15's the lower of the two.
Okay. Vanira?
13.
What was it?
13.
13. Kasumi?
9.
Okay.
I'm fucking rogue got a 9. God damn it.
You take 4 piercing damage as you get shards of... Missed it. Shards of stone go piercing into you. Pets?
25.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, you hid behind Brick. You're fine. Brick! Brick, what did you roll? 7?
11.
Oh, 11. So you stand there, but you're made of metal. The...
Does he still has Shield of Faith?
Oh, no, he's fine. I'm adding
Okay.
flavor. So he
Okay.
stands there as Pez and Hamburger duck behind him and just...
Ow.
The room is dark, and you hear... as the echo from the explosion repeats, coming from down the mine shaft. And then all is quiet. What are you doing?
Picking on Zond?
Yeah, I quickly run over to Zon.
Hi.
Uh,
And I just kind of...
Zon,
Look
you
at the
have 2 points of exhaustion.
How do I do that?
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
How does that
Uh,
work? I'm sorry, I'm not actually familiar with that.
Upper right hand corner, there should be
in
a conditions tab.
conditions, if you click on conditions, like she said, a window will pop up, and down at the bottom you can click the number 2.
Click. So, okay, so so I think that's right. I don't really know what
Yeah.
it does, but
You have disadvantage on some rolls and
Yeah.
stuff.
I
no,
think you have disadvantage on attack rolls and all ability...
my
abilities,
overpoweredness.
skill
it's
checks.
Gone.
Skill
It's
checks.
it's skill checks and the other one.
Attack.
Okay.
And also, I think at level 2, your speed is halved.
Is it?
I'm going to check
means
because
all
I would have thought that the page would have given you an option of like, what does this do?
I mean, it comes up. 1 second. So exhaustion 2. Oh, here we go. Speed is halved and disadvantage. Yeah, I just didn't scroll down enough. I didn't realize that you could actually scroll down. It's a very long page.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's cool. There's a little
That's
drop
actually
down
pretty-
tab for it.
Yeah, and you can
pretty
click the whole
dope.
thing. I like exhaustion level 6. Death.
Like, exhaustion is no joke when you get into the lower levels of it.
Mm-hmm.
Higher, but yeah.
You know what I mean.
You know what he meant. So,
Guys, I feel pain.
Are you okay?
Everywhere I feel pain.
You don't look okay.
What's wrong with me? Am I bleeding?
No.
Oh, okay,
Probably
that's
the
good. Then.
opposite.
I don't
Like,
have
the
blood
opposite.
anymore?
quick,
I
someone
kind of
stab
like
him and check.
shine myself real quick and just use me as a mirror.
as Brick is leaning over Zon and he rubs his chest, you're not really sure why. There's not a lot of light in here.
I'm gonna say anything.
Look
Why is it dark in here?
I'm reflective.
Because where he's laying and where he's looking up, there's a few of you he can kind of see from the flickering torch light, but most of you are in shadow because it's the only point of light in this room
You
now.
just see 2 little blue lights. Are you
Mira
okay?
pulls out her torch.
Oh god, get it away! The first one was red, the next one's blue!
Vanera pulls out her torch and lights it.
Oh, hi, Vanera. I still feel pain everywhere, though. I'm still kind of happy. Hi. I want a bed, and alcohol, and a mountain of bacon.
She casts Healing Word at 2nd level.
I'm full health.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm full health.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I just don't want you to waste the spell.
I look at Vanera. Is this permanent?
Don't look at me. I don't know. Would Vanera know?
Would Vanira know?
Would Vanera know?
Apart from hearing tales of children being little dickheads and painting animals out of cruelty, you've
This is my
never.
torch.
Your pink
They're-
highlighter.
they're-
Oh, because
no,
of
no,
the light as well?
There's the light. There you go.
That is amazing. You've not heard of a creature losing their pigment like this.
Again, keep in mind that I actually don't know that this has happened.
Yes, we are aware.
Okay, just want to make sure.
We know.
Zahn,
Yes.
Father, you might want to look at your hand.
I hold my hand up and I can't see anything because it's fucking dark.
I have a fucking torch.
She has a
Oh,
torch.
God,
Look at her.
dude, I'm old.
You even said it.
Open your eyes, you old man.
I'm gonna have to get a house so I can tell people to get off my lawn. I'm so upset. So I'm just sobbing on the floor in pain. Because I think I'm now old.
You're not old.
Can you prove that?
Have you still not looked down?
I'm on the floor.
Can you not stand?
So you're basically that little kid in the shallow end of the pool that thinks he's drowning because he forgets he can stand up.
I have 2 points of exhaustion. My speed is half. If you think in the amount of pain that I'm in, I'm gonna try to move, probably not.
It's the scene from Robin Hood Men in Tights. Help! I can't swim!
I would like to cast Dancing Lights and make an orb hover right in front of his face.
Okay, so
That's a good question. I don't remember.
no one asked the question.
No. It's green. Okay, we're good. I forgot what color my eyes were.
Oh. Your eyes are the same color as they were.
Yeah, no, they're green. That's okay. I just wasn't sure. I thought it was just.
No, I'm telling you, your eyes are the same color as they were before.
Guys, I want to go to the inn, please. I hurt. Carry me, son.
I agree. We should go to
Yes,
the
Father.
inn.
And I pick him up.
Okay.
Oh wait! While you're carrying me, can we scare the innkeeper? Can we say it's the ghost of me?
Her name is Amanda.
Sure.
You're literally the only one that doesn't know this by now.
No, I know this. It should be extremely sarcastic.
Hmm.
Okay, so you all leave the manor and head to the inn?
Vanera lights the way with her torch.
Okay, so you're all able to get out of the mansion without any difficulty. You head up the stairs, out the front door, and actually, let me check real quick. No, it is pitch black outside. You can see the stars, and the sky is gorgeous, but it is that time of the month where the moons are in their newest phase, and it is just dark. So both of the moons you can't see either of them. But thankfully, because everyone is still celebrating even this late into the night, it's very easy for you to find your way back into town because of the loud noises and the lights that are still turned on in the main street homes and businesses. So you all head to the inn.
As we're walking, I'm just like Brick is like sort of keeping an eye on where he's going, but he's also keeps looking up into the sky.
This is one of the most beautiful things you have ever seen. It is just a sea of stars.
Does he even know what stars are?
Probably not. You can make a intelligence check and see if you do know what they are.
It's fireflies.
See if I can find it in my memory banks.
Yep.
That's a 2.
Nope.
Fireflies.
Pretty bugs in the
Firefly.
sky.
You wouldn't even know what fireflies are.
Vanira Kosumi,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
what is in the sky?
Death.
You mean the stars?
Stars. I meant to ask about them last time we were out camping. They are very beautiful.
They are.
They can be. Keeps walking to the end.
Okay. The stars do lose a little bit of their clarity the further you get into town because of the no, because of the various bits of light pollution that you get from the torches and the lanterns that are strewn about everywhere. And you have not seen the village like this, or you have not seen the town like this yet. There are people sitting on the porches. There is one dude that is halfway into a barrel. All you can see are his legs. There's some very concerning noises coming from inside the barrel, and you give him a very wide berth out of respect, and you all go into the inn.
Like the guy just goes running past.
Not this early. So you all go into the inn, and it is hopping. I mean, the fire's blazing, there's food, there's instruments, there's bards playing, there's two dudes dancing on a table with a gnome in between them who's trying to move his legs like he's dancing, but he can't reach because he's up on their shoulders, or near their shoulders. And Amanda is just busy behind the bar, and she has the biggest smile on her face.
I'm gonna poke Brick. Brick, I'm gonna pretend I'm dead. Scare Amanda. It's my final wish.
I just walk up to the bar with the now limp body and wait to get Amanda's attention, and I just go, "My father is dead. Oh no."
Amanda's first
Woe is
reaction
me.
upon seeing Zahn pure white is fear and concern until she hears the very, very bad liar. And she looks between Brick and Zahn, and then at you other three, and just kind of raises an eyebrow. Seeing Kasumi shake her head, she nods once, grabs a stein of beer from a patron who hasn't collected it yet, holds it under Zahn's nose, and just kind of circles it a little bit.
Alcohol!
That's what I thought.
I can't reach it. My arms hurt. Actually, kind of all of me hurts. Can you make me drink tea?
Amanda, have you seen anything like this before?
Like this.
No! Why? It's in my eyes! It's burnt!
Amanda just laughs, and then she gets a towel, throws it at him, puts the stein back down, refills it, and puts it back before the customer even notices that it's gone. Well, no, I can't say that I do. It would appear that she has been partaking a bit herself. I would ask if everything went okay, but did everything go okay?
No!
Smoke monster.
Smoke monster.
Well, smoke. Big skull. Thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With red eyes.
I'm guessing he's whoever was on the other side of the teleportation portal.
He manifested after we cracked the tablet stone slab.
So you were at least mostly successful then?
Oh yes.
We hope there was a big boom on the other side.
And she points at Zahn. Him?
He was a smartass.
And
No, I
apparently
wasn't. You can't prove that.
And got
Smoke.
punished for it.
Smoke monster said he was tasty.
I
Ugh.
might be
Now all I can
delicious.
think of is like sucking dick, and there goes the color.
Oh god, now my mind
You're welcome.
wanders.
Thanks.
No one but you.
I'm pretty sure Mitchell was.
Well, Mitchell
Yeah.
is Mitchell.
It was so good to suck the color.
I mean,
Hold on, that.
Congratulations.
Hang on, that's a title.
no.
So good it
Sucked
sucked the color out of you.
I need brain bleach.
God damn it.
You said it!
18 and up here.
This
Welcome to
podcast
the
has been
party,
flagged
ladies.
not safe for children.
I roll a religion check to see if anything like this would have been religious related.
DM, we still have spooky music too.
Yep, sorry. There's an ant on my drink.
How dare?
That is a good call. I apologize. Let's
No, you're
get
good. I just figured the
some-
patrons would kind of be freaked out if this was going on. Kid.
We bust in the door.
Man, again, I had it load. I hate
Just
my-
ominous,
Halloween up in
ominous
here.
music follows me around. As I'm
Yeah,
carried
it's
by
a little
Rick.
cloud now that just kind of.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum bum bum.
So all of a sudden,
In truth, he sang to me.
Gosh dang it, now I need to watch that movie.
Why?
the Phantom of the Opera's in the corner playing creepy music.
That's not really party music, but it's the first thing that came to mind. Okay, while that is uploading, I totally lost track. Okay, so to get our dirty minds away from that, it's at about this point in time that, let's see, there's 5 of you.
I know
so-
Paz was wanting to do a religion check.
Yes.
Oh, yes, please, roll a religion check for that.
20 non-natural.
Ooh.
Mm.
And you were checking to see if the color sucking
any-
thing.
Yeah, like smoke monster, color suckers.
This isn't something a particular religion would do that you know of, but it definitely has vibes of evil cult kind of thing. Like very, very dark magic at the very least. And having seen most of your companions try their hand at freeing him and being very unsuccessful, you would say that it was a very powerful caster. So let me see. Okay. As this conversation is going on, Kasumi, a piece of bacon lands on your head.
My head?
On your head.
I attack her head.
You look up.
You can't even move.
Canlin is on the chandelier
Oh,
with a mug of beer,
Oh,
and she is just having the time of her life.
with their little flappies.
Well, she doesn't
think of
she
it.
still has the flappiness, but they're both around the beer, and she is just chugging away.
I'm just gonna grab the bacon and just like plop it on Zon's face.
Ah, I can't reach it. Why?
So it's just right between his eyes.
You put it so close that I can't get it.
Now I'm just imagining Canlin just swinging from the.
Right.
I want to be here.
Even Amanda looks up there and looks like she's about to tell her off and just, we'll let it slide for tonight.
It's fine. She's fine.
Rick, I want a bed still, please. I want the pain to go away. Put me in the box. The box doesn't judge.
I've kept your rooms ready for you on your return, so they are yours to take if you wish, or you can stay down and join in the revelry. I know that there are quite a few who would like to order you a drink.
It would be rude
So-
of me
so-
to refuse that.
So, quick question. Yeah,
Mhm.
what gets rid of exhaustion? Sleep, I'm guessing?
Sleep.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm moving to
greater
bed.
restoration, I think. But we don't have that.
No.
No, I'm gonna go to bed while you guys party.
It's very interesting.
I
Okay.
should just wait till Ron goes to bed, put some sunglasses on him, and a weekend at Bernie's him in the park.
Like he
Oh,
can stop you.
Why?
So, Zon gets put to bed. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm sitting at the bar. I'm just gonna kind of sit there and play with my hair until someone offers to buy me a drink.
I will join you.
Okay.
You
Rick
both
is
Do
seem
that
to
girl
have.
thing.
Hmm?
Stupid girls just.
Right. Just waiting.
Got new hot girl stuff. Brick is there too, just
He's pulling out wires and braiding them.
This is what us humans do.
yes, I am real human. Brick is curious if alcohol affects him,
Oh.
so he too will wait. He too will just wait until someone buys him a drink.
This will be
Does
interesting to see.
alcohol...
He's happy to Google it.
I'm curious what the community says.
I mean, I think this is just a DM call.
Does it activate like a trigger alarm that says drunk?
It's just like the gum with the vision in WandaVision.
Drunk.
So, Kasumi and Vanira have quite the line of people wanting to get them drinks and compliment them, and there's quite a few that think that they are nailing it, but they're just...
Thank you. Just pat on the head.
And he goes back to his buddies like, hey!
Touching this.
Normal experience at a bar.
So, Brick, while Kasumi and Vanira are just giggling to themselves at their most recent admirer, you just kind of... one of their many offered drinks. They have so many that there's no way
Like
that
a
they would
stack.
notice. Yeah, you have your space in front of you is just cups. You can pick
beers are so
whatever you
stacked.
want at any time. Brick, you lift it. You take a sniff, take a drink. It's bubbly. Tastes kind of funny. Nothing really happens to you.
I sneak another one.
I'm just
There-
picturing his arm just like
As you're both turned back to the bar, there's just and no one seems to really say anything because they are just locked on talking to you two. Pez, what are you and Hamburger doing?
Well, Pez isn't much for crowds, so he's probably inching his way towards the door and trying to step outside.
As you get further and further towards the door, you hear from up above. Pez! Pez! Drink something! Come up!
Do you offering him to get up on the fucking rafters?
In the chandelier, yes. Hamburger can come too.
Oh, so cute.
I wish I was a ghost right now so I could haunt Nim into making him do this.
Now we go up there.
oh, he's going
You
up.
go up there.
Oh,
Okay, so you go up and you join Canlin. Do you get a drink? No. Okay, so you go up there. Do you say anything?
Miss,
Why didn't you get a drink?
I'm not too much of a alcohol drinker.
Nah, me neither.
I could tell.
Hey, you're right. And then she just kind of onto your shoulder. Just
Oh.
gone.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to have people who could do fan art.
Oh. Swinging on the chandelier. It's adorable.
What do you do?
Who, me?
Yeah, she's falling
Yeah,
asleep
you.
on you.
I just sit there, do nothing.
Ew. Girls, gross.
Is there anything anyone else would like to do for the rest of the night?
I want to get about 5 drinks in, see if it like Legolas. It's affecting me. I can feel it in my fingertips.
You don't really have what would be considered a metabolism, but even you are starting to feel full. And maybe a bit leaky in places.
Tank's full.
Yeah.
But no feeling of doing something crazy or like sluggish of word or anything like that.
You feel gassy. There's a lot of carbonation kind of bubbling up in you.
I'm just imagining a robot just blowing a fart so hard it puts a hole in the wall.
You would. That would be the first place your brain goes to.
What? It's the greatest thing of all time ever. My face hurts. It's so fun.
Rick is going to quietly leave and go around back so he can take care of business.
You slosh your way out, and you take a particularly awkward step to dodge someone, and there's a bit of a and a bit kind of sloshes out your side. But you're able to make it outside, and no one considers it anything because there's beer all over the place. People have, at this point, they've passed out onto tables. Some of them are drunkenly wandering out into the night to head home and have a very interesting morning. Kasumi, Vanira, anything you two would like to do?
Just realized Brick is basically Captain Barbosa as a skeleton from the first Pirates movie.
That's kind of what I was going off of. Just a little bit.
Because Dumi's holding on to both of her tails in her lap and prepared to like swat anyone that tries to like touch her ears or her tail. No petting.
I'll bet your mother.
I don't want to be petted.
No batting. No batting, please.
Make an insight check, Kasumi.
Okay. Oh no. Am I gonna slap someone? Alright, let me get there.
No batting, please.
That is a dirty 20.
You get the sense that most of the people here haven't seen someone like you, and it's maybe not even so much the ears and the tail as you see other tieflings and dragonborns and whatnot and the general populace, but more you're kind of like an exotic beauty to them. Most of these people seem to be very from the West. They don't have like your eye structure, your cheekbones and all that. No one really looks like they're from where you're from. So it's sort of it's really pretty and really exotic, but I'm also kind of a scared. So
Good.
I want to go and talk, but that's about as far as I'm going to go.
Good. That's how we want it. Be
Now,
afraid.
Vanira, on the other hand.
Vanira, on the other hand, most people are fairly familiar with her physicality, I should say. I mean, they're not going up and groping her or anything, but they seem to be a lot more comfortable kind of getting close and kind of doing the hand on the shoulder to steady themselves and go, oops, sorry about that, and kind of moving on. But there seems to be a bubble around Kasumi almost.
Does anyone notice?
No one seems to notice. No.
Okay. Okay. So Vanira's never really like had alcohol before, so she's just kind of like
How many have
this.
you had to drink? How many have you and Kasumi had to drink? Of your
Say
offered drinks.
she's working on like her. They're big like things, right?
I mean, they're a pint stein, yeah.
Right.
So
Really
they'd
has like
be that size.
maybe that much left
Of your first one?
of my first one.
Okay.
Nom, nom, nom.
I think Kazumi's maybe starting on her second, but she's more interested in like talking to people and hearing about how wonderful they are, and just that very much like praise me more. Thank you.
Yes, praise
And
me.
I'm the one with an ego.
Kasumi, I would say, is far more experienced with drinks, so she's still upright. Vanira, you're kind of you feel like you're on the sea again, and but then you're just sitting on your stool, and you're like, it's weird. My head feels good.
Does this always happen?
What do you mean?
What?
Are you okay?
I think so. Why?
You look like you're having a good time.
This is great.
Good.
We should do this more often.
I agree. And Kasumi is just gonna like dart her eyes around to make sure no one's trying to do anything, since she now recognizes that she's a little aloof. She's playing guard dog now.
No one seems to be trying anything. Most of the people that come up there are coming up with genuine thanks, and no one's there to start anything. There was
Good.
a little bit of a ruckus before, and you thought maybe it was a fight, but it was just an arm wrestling competition that had started in the corner. These are all people that have grown up knowing everyone, so there's no real animosity that you can sense.
Good.
Brick come back in at this point and see the arm wrestling contest.
I was about to say that as you went around to the side of the inn looking where you could relieve your pressure, you see a couple of other people standing at the side, both aimed at the wall. You kind of go and join them, kind of glance down, they look at you, kind of like... And you're like, oh, that's how that works. And then you kind of figure it out from there. And yeah, you can come back inside and... Yeah, I was going to say, how would you explain relieving your 5 pints of beer that's just sort of in you? In your non-existent
honestly,
organs?
The first thing that came to mind is like, you know how in Iron Man 1 all of like the plates shift and kind of open?
Mm-hmm.
That's just kind of what happens with Brick, like a bunch of different plates like and they just
So you kind of look at them, and they're just kind of going at it, and they're talking, and you overhear them talking about the arm wrestling, and the guy's talking about how his arm still hurts. And they both kind of glance over at you, and you kind of stand looking, like facing them, kind of mimic them, and then just... And then you turn and walk away, and you hear one of them go, wish I could do it that fast. So you go back inside, you find the arm wrestling table, and you want to join in?
yes.
Okay. There seems to be a current champion sitting at the table who has gone through... You've waited in line for a few people to go. And he's a big, burly dude, and he's very tan. He even looks sort of like one of the people that you had seen outside of the mines when you first arrived in the town. There is a pile of gold in the center of the table. Looks to be about 16 gold pieces at this point. And the guy that's standing at the side seems a little tipsy, but he's been kind of keeping tabs on things so that he can kind of referee a bit. He goes, it's a coin to enter. If you can beat old Samuel here. Beat Samuel, you win the pot.
Second, because, well, he just said a coin, so, okay, yeah. Brick puts in a coin, and I sit down.
Okay.
If you had said
He kinda-
any number other than A or 1, it would just been like, this is right.
So, Samuel kind of looks you up and down, and he goes, "No funny business." And then he sits his hand down. Oh, shit, that was harder than I meant to. Puts his hand down with his hand open.
I will put my elbow down and just look him in the eye and goes, I have no sense of humor.
Let's do it. And he grabs your hand. Make a strength check.
Oh no.
Either a 1 or a 20.
It's a natural 1.
Oh no.
So, you lock hands with him. The referee puts his hand on top, says, "Go!" Slaps your hands. You've never arm wrestled before. You were kind of watching, but you were not prepared. And boom! But the difference is from everyone else who kind of goes down and brings them with them, your hand just kind of rotates and goes flat. And you're kind of... Ha! I beat the Metal Man! There's a roar of cheers as a bigger crowd comes in to see what just happened. Better luck next time, boyo. Who's next? And even the referees...
Gold.
The room goes quiet.
This
Sorry,
guy
lad.
there is just like, whoa, watch.
Rematch. 50 gold.
You got the coin.
Take it out of my bag, put it on the table.
The referee just goes, "We have a rematch!" Even Samuel like rolls up his sleeves and kind of shifts in his chair, and he gets all set, and he slowly puts his hand down this time and just locks eyes with yours. Okay, roll a strength check.
Oh, that's so much better. Okay, that's an 18.
As you're locking eyes with him and the ref puts his hand down, you just look at him and go, "Now I know." Tap, and this time, you take him down. He rolled a natural 1. You slam his hand down, but you put a little too much force into it. You throw him out of his chair onto the floor. It goes dead silent again. And then, "Hey!" And even Samuel is on the ground just laughing his ass off. And he gets up and he just does the warrior's arm grasp on you and starts patting you on the shoulders. It's like, "I haven't been tossed like that since I was a kid. That was great." And
I have no idea what just happened.
so you make off with 67 gold pieces.
Yep. Well, it was just 16 plus what I already had, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Well, for the sake of it,
Yeah, 67 gold. Gotcha. Cool.
all right, lads, no more money from me. That's it. Get your drinks. Do something else. And everyone kind of is like, "Ah!" But they all start going back into their individual groups, and Samuel goes and joins a couple people, and they're just patting him on the back like, "You couldn't have beat him anyway. He was new to it. He'd never done it before." It's like, "I know, but it was fun."
I thought he was gonna rip his arm off.
He probably could have.
That would have been difficult to explain.
The town might not have been too happy with us after that.
Mm-mm.
Is there anything else you would all like to do for the rest of the evening?
I'm gonna grab a drink and bring it over to Brick and give it to him. It's like, "Congratulations! There you go. Enjoy that."
Thank you.
You're welcome.
These do not agree with me.
What do you mean they don't agree?
And I'll just take the beer mug, open a flap, and
Oh. Well, that's a thing.
I am. What's the word for this again? I am not satisfied with the outcome.
Well, we'll have to find another way you can enjoy your time off then.
Let's say few people rarely are.
I was about to say. Nothing new there, buddy. You okay up there, Pez? Do you want to come down?
I just like put my arms out. Go limp.
Are you gonna catch Canlin too?
All right, I'd like just dive off like I'm diving off a ship.
It's like, okay.
You come down with Canlin?
Yes.
Okay. So
Tuck and roll.
for the sake of brevity, you time it right. You're all sitting there gathered around, waiting to catch, and come down. Canlin's fine. She's just passed out, snoring just a little bit.
Yeah.
Amanda kind of looks at her and goes, she can take one of the rooms that's open. Or you can take her to her little office. She has a bed in there that she can sleep in. It's up to you, really.
Or your room.
I can
It
take
looks
her
like-
to her office.
Yeah, you were about to say something, so.
Oh no.
You're going to take her to her office?
Yes.
You and Pez are going?
Do you need me to accompany you?
I should be fine.
All right.
Okay, so Venera scoops up Canlin, starts heading towards the railway station. Are the rest of you doing anything while she's going off to do that?
Sorry,
I'm gonna
hold on just a second.
No. I was going to
No,
follow
you're
in.
good.
Okay. I'm just standing outside now.
Okay. Apart from the inn, most of the lights on the main street have gone dark. And as you're standing out there, petting Hamburger, maybe trying to teach him a few tricks, you see more and more people leaving the inn as it gets into the wee hours of the morning. It's probably closer to 1:30 in the morning at this point. And people are in various stages of sobriety. Some of them seem to be holding their liquor, they're walking straight, maybe a little misstep. Some people are alternating between 2 legs, 3, 4, and even one guy is kind of going down the street, misses that there's a rock in front of him, just goes ass over tea kettle. He doesn't move for a minute, and you're kind of concerned, but then you hear snoring. What are the rest of you doing while we wait for Venera to do what she's doing and getting attacked by Bowie?
At this point, Brick kind of liked the attention that was on himself, but is no longer there, and he's just like, just starts casting silent image and making like very silent fireworks.
So, Amanda is concerned at first, but then when she realizes that there's no sound and there doesn't seem to be any damage, she lets it go, and some of the people seem to be enjoying it. More and more people are starting to leave and pass out in different areas of the tavern. So, Kasumi, were you doing anything?
So you said people are like passing out in the tavern, like in the front area.
Oh yeah, there's people that are propped up against the wall on benches. There's people sprawled out on benches, on the floor. They're draped over tables.
Man. Well, she's just gonna kind of scan the room and see the amount of people that were like passed out drunk. And originally she wanted to like sleep out there, but she's like, nah. So she's gonna start going up the stairs and see if there's an empty room? Question mark?
Amanda did keep your original rooms open because she knew that you were going to be out late. So
Okay.
there are rooms available for you.
Okay. And then she'll just go in the room and then curl up on the bed.
Sorry, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let the puppy out.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Okay.
He's barking.
We'll take a quick BRB while she's going to let the dog out, and we will be back in uno momento.
Jeez.
The beacon of Gondor has
Beacons
been
of
lit.
Gondor have been lit.
Gondor calls for aid!
Oh, wait, I'll light the beacons here. Let me take my shirt off.
I was gonna say, I love that meme when she's just like in the changing room is like, oh, it's not that bad. You'll tan in no time. She comes out and one girl's just, the beacons are lit! Gondor calls for aid!
That's me, yo. I don't tan.
I've been getting a little bit of color, but it's barely there.
I don't think stream will, you might kind of see it. I've got my driving arm and my not driving arm.
I can kind of see it.
I've been going to the dog park, so
Oh, that's red.
there's it's not that bad actually.
Okay.
There's a bit of a difference.
The only reason I have pigment right now is because I have yellow lights.
Yeah.
That's about it.
This guy, this light can only go between tungsten and blue light, so I can go more. It's very harsh on me though. I'm pasty.
Like
Gotta keep. Oh
There we
Jesus!
go.
Oh, hold on, I fucked up.
More
Let
color.
me.
Abort.
That's
Don't
not
let
where
them see my true colors.
Ah! Wait. Nope, too much. Nope. Ooh. Not bad. Okay, well, we're back live, and we've been kind of screwing around a bit. So, that's really not right. I broke my light. I'm sad. It's not where it used to be. Oh well. Anyway, so, Kasumi's gone off to bed. Pez is standing outside watching drunk people wander around. Zahn is already in bed, has been in bed. Brick, I forget what you're shooting fireworks into the main room.
Yep.
And Vanera, you are just now wandering up to the Dragon Railway Station with Canlin and Arm. What are you doing?
Seeing if the door is unlocked.
The door is unlocked.
Okay. Gonna open the door and bring her in and look around for her little bed and put her to bed.
Okay. So you open the door and you can see in her little station, she's got about 100 scrolls tucked away under the main counter. She has a notebook that's currently closed with a pen sitting on top of it. There is another book that's laid open and it's got a bunch of times on it. And with a quick glance, you can see that it's a train schedule. She's got a stool, which is what she uses to stand up on to see through the iron bars. And kind of down on the side underneath one of the shelves is a little cot. She's got a pillow, a fluffy blanket, and there seems to be a little stuffed stegosaurus. I'm sorry I said that as you were taking a drink.
Heart.
There's also what looks to be a sort of a suitcase that's got, it's kind of propped open and there's just kind of clothes haphazardly strewn about. Some of them are uniforms, some of them look more like personal effects. So you lay her down in her little cot.
Tuck her in and give her her stego plushie.
Do you tuck her in with the clothes that she's wearing?
Strip.
Do they look dirty?
She was not very neat in her drinking. Oh.
Good God. Fucking lightsaber over there.
Short, stubby one.
I-
For shanking.
I'm going to look around and see if I can find a really big oversized shirt or something, kind of like what she has on.
Most of the oversized shirts would be her uniform jackets.
Nothing in her suitcase.
The other
That
clothes
looks
that are
like
in there look more like what would actually fit her.
So what is she in now? Was she in uniform?
She was in her work uniform.
nothing else looks like she sleeps in it.
Not that you can see.
Stop throwing my chair! I'm just gonna look for, like, t-shirt and shorts and kind of, like, change it real quick. And, like, toss her dirty uniform to the side and then tuck her in.
There is definitely a dirty clothes pile off in the corner. That's very
Oh,
easy to notice.
Did you base her off of me?
I literally just made that up on the spot.
Oh, I was like, that sounds like something.
As it was leaving my mouth, I was like, oh, she's going to assume that I'm talking about her. So you're able to change her pretty easily. It's kind of like just dressing a toddler. I mean, but one that's not fighting. So you're able to get her changed. She's put in bed. She almost immediately snuggles up with her little stego. And she's been snoring this whole time. Just little kind of like kind of squeaky snores.
Oh, like a nose whistle.
More or less. There's kind of some reverberation every now and then as a particularly strong one comes through.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna tuck her in and pat her on the head and wish her good night.
And then burn her place down.
And then look at the train ledger.
Okay, so you take a peek at the ledger. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Inbound trains from Locust Harbor.
Okay. You see that most of the trains seem to go in a clockwise rotation. So most of the trains would be coming from Luna Wind to Locust Harbor, or to Drybell and then Locust Harbor. But it seems every other week or so, a train comes through in the opposite direction. Or it's scheduled to, anyway.
So every other week or every week? Sorry.
Every other week.
Sorry, writing notes.
Mm-hmm.
And what else was on the desk?
There
was just a...
there was a journal with a pen sitting on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And there was the train ledger. Underneath that was just about 100 scrolls that are rolled up and just kind of stacked on top of each other.
I like peek at one of the scrolls.
Yeah,
Actually, no. Nope. That was all that I was looking for.
You sure?
Yes.
Sure you don't want to look?
I want to.
But
My
with
character will
Vanera.
not.
Okay.
It
Okay.
was, the ledger was open. She just did a little peeksy.
Okay.
And she walks out.
Okay. So you walk out, you shut the door behind, and you head back to the inn.
Yes.
Okay. By the time you get there, Pez, are you still standing outside? Okay. So you see Pez standing outside the inn. Do either of you say or do anything, or what do you do from here?
She is all safe and in bed.
Good to hear.
And now it is time for us to go to bed, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It has been a long day.
Yep.
Okay.
She's gonna walk inside. Is Amanda still up by chance?
Amanda is still up, but most of the patrons that are there are passed out. There's Amanda, and it looks like one or two others who are walking around checking to make sure that everyone's still breathing. The ones who are asleep, things are cleared away from them so they don't knock anything over, but they are left there as is, and she seems to be tidying up and winding down for the evening. Brick is still there, just every now and then, just firing
Oh,
off
it's been more
fireworks.
than 10 minutes. It's like at some point he just kept doing it and then it stopped happening. He's like, oh.
She's gonna walk up and I'm doing this on my keyboard. And see if Amanda has a moment.
Yes, Dia. What would you come? And she kind of waves you over back towards the bar where there doesn't seem to be anybody standing around.
She goes and she sits down and just.
What can I do for you, Dia?
Do you by chance know the last time a train came from Locust Harbor?
That is a good question. That would more be a question for Canlin. I hear the trains, but I don't often go and look at them.
Okay. Maybe
We
I'll
don't
ask
get that
Canlin
many
when-
visitors here, unfortunately. People know of the mayor being the mayor, so they've been avoiding us for quite some time, and even the railway seems to not send quite so many this way.
Okay. I was just curious. I am looking for someone.
Oh? Who might you be looking for?
He's small. He's long. He's white. He's a cute little
Zahn?
mink.
Oh,
No. No.
What the fuck?
You're not
Hold
even
on a
fucking
second
here. Shut the fuck up.
You hear thump 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 thump. Fuck you! Thump 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 thump.
No, I'm looking for a mink.
A mink?
A live one, not fake. Or not dead, not a pelt.
I
a live
can't even think of seeing one myself ever.
Well,
But-
you would know if you'd seen it, so I guess he hasn't been here.
That would be something quite exotic. You might find it something like that in Locust Harbor?
Yeah.
Maybe River Across, but they don't deal much in exotic animals. That's more a port thing.
Yeah. What was the place? River.
River Cross. You would have passed through there. It's north of the Oasis.
Okay.
And you would recall that in your search around through there, it was far more mechanical and industrial versus the hustle and bustle markets that you're familiar with seeing in Locust Harbor, where there's things from the other countries there to trade.
Okay. Okay. Then I suppose I'll just be on the lookout. And just keep looking.
I wish you the best of luck, Dia.
Thanks. She goes to bed.
Okay. Are the rest of you going to bed as well? Okay. So, you all go to bed. Some of you very quickly. Some of you maybe a little less quickly. There's a bit of noise downstairs as things are being cleaned. But sleep does grab you, and you get your long rest.
Good.
Is exhaustion a thing that just goes away completely, or
You lose 1 point of exhaustion per long rest.
okay?
So, you all exhausted, sleep through the night. Some of you dream, some of you just sit and stare at a corner in the hallway. Eventually, the chirping birds of the morning awaken most of you. The tavern still seems very quiet. The town itself seems quiet still, most likely because people are nursing excessive hangovers. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
Feed the mounts.
Yes, feed the notes.
Okay.
I will go with Pez to feed the notes.
Pez, you would know about this because of your dealings with the bigger creatures and mounts and all. Checking the saddlebags on the Allosaurus and the Iguanodon, you find jars of boba berries that are specifically labeled for carnivores and herbivores. This is, from your own knowledge, how people have been able to tame and keep, especially the carnivores, in check, because one of these eaten per day keeps them completely filled, and their desire to hunt essentially disappears because they're always fed. So you find decently sized jars that will last quite some time in the saddlebags for both of these animals, and you're able to feed them, keep them satiated. You can always give them something else, slab of meat as a treat, kind of a thing. But you both go out and you show Vanera how it's done, basically.
Sugar cube.
She kind of.
Would a dinosaur eat a sugar cube?
I don't know.
Yes.
You would have no way of knowing that.
I know.
Compy would.
I mean, we don't know that either.
All I can think of is the stupid compy noises from Jurassic Park movie. Just eats a sugar cube.
It tries to eat it square in the throat, gets lodged.
Square in the throat.
Like the chicken from Moana.
She puts a boba berry in her hand. She holds it out to Lime, her iguanodon.
Lime is very familiar with the process and slurps it right up. Your hand is just
Kind of wipes the slobber back on him. Like, ew.
doesn't seem to mind.
You can have this back.
I guess I'll stumble downstairs.
Okay. You two would have also seen that apart from the people that are still passed out in the lobby, Amanda's nowhere to be seen. She's not downstairs like she normally is.
Forgot point of order from last time as well. At some point, Brick would have given Pez the it's the sidekick handgun, the Dragon Arm sidekick handgun. Yes.
I feel like I did that, but
I just still have it in my inventory.
Yeah, I don't have anything new in my inventory.
okay, give me just a second.
Sorry.
You're giving him the sidekick?
Yes, the sidekick.
Okie dokie.
Where are you, I guess, perched up at, Brick?
Honestly, I'm pretty sure he just like sat down at the bottom of the stairs, like legs splayed out, just
So in the
Okay.
way. Gotcha.
Kasumi's gonna walk down the stairs, like yawning and stretching, and as she passes you, she just pats you on the head. Click, click.
good morning.
Good morning.
Oh.
Kasumi.
Huh?
What is our directive now?
Well, as far as I know, we're supposed to be getting on that train that's gonna show up today.
And then?
I need coffee before I think about what's next. Because honestly, I can't remember our exact directive. Besides, get the heck out of this town.
What is coffee?
Probably another liquid you won't enjoy thoroughly.
Oh no. But what if?
He's just rattling.
Sad face.
Like an overloaded
Foams
washing
it up
machine.
so much it starts oozing out of his mouth, like he's a rabid robot.
Coffee, 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 coffee.
I'm gonna walk down the stairs to try not to trip over Brick.
Father.
I'm just gonna notice there's no food or Amanda downstairs. Like, immediately disappointed with this morning.
Still not feeling too great?
No! What gave you
Guys-
that idea?
Has any of his color returned?
He is still white.
I'll be right back.
Is he actually noticed now?
I'm too groggy at this point to care about much anything other than food and nourishment because I feel like shit.
Okay. So I just wanted to be sure that I didn't miss the interaction where you.
Well, I mean, I saw my hand last night, but
Yeah.
I mean, other than my hand.
I'm old.
Yes, I'm all.
That's pretty much all that's happened so far.
Yeah.
So-
But I mean, like, I can't really see from.
Freaky
Like-
Friday.
Yeah, I can't really see much of anything other than, my hands.
Well, you all are downstairs. There's fewer patrons passed out than what you remember. It seems some of them woke up and went home. There's still at least 2 or 3. You think that maybe there's a 4th, but you can really only see legs from underneath the table. And there's distinctive snoring from one of them. You're just not really sure which. What are you doing?
Wondering why there's not food in front of me.
Amanda is so far not to be seen.
Amanda.
There's no reply.
Is there like a door behind the counter?
You do know from past experiences that there is a door that leads back to the kitchen.
Okay. I'll walk behind the counter and then like knock on the door.
You knock. No answer.
Hmm.
Does Amanda live at the inn? Like, would we have known that?
Maybe she's sleeping in.
You've never asked.
Awful person. No, I'm alright with it.
Well, you do recall, before you discovered the mayor's plot, that she had been having trouble sleeping as she'd been hearing noises during the night that kept her up. So, putting 2 and 2 together, you would assume that she does live in the inn.
I'm gonna go and help investigate.
No, I vaguely remember her saying that she had a suite upstairs.
Downstairs.
Downstairs. Sorry.
How are you investigating? Are you going back to the kitchen door with Brick?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so far all he's done is knocked on the door. So what would you like to attempt to do?
Is there a keyhole I could look through?
There's not even a doorknob. It's just a flat piece of metal. You've seen her. All she has to do is just lean against it, and it opens.
I'd help push it open and all that.
Okay. You open it up, and you see a very well-stocked kitchen. There is a door to your left and a door to your right. There's sort of an island cutting board in the center. There's wash tubs in the back. There's like just walls of utensils and pots with a stove. It smells wonderful in there. There's spices and everything.
I'll take left if you take right.
Okay. Over to the right.
Okay. So, Pez, when you go to the left, the door opens very easily, and you see that there's a very smaller room behind there that seems to have kind of dirty utensils like shovels. There's some boots, and there's another door with a window that light is shining through. Brick,
I'd
as you
assume
go...
that's outside.
Sorry?
I'd assume that that's outside.
That is a very safe assumption. Brick, as you go to the door to the right, you try the handle and it opens. What do? Do you peek inside?
Peek inside.
As you creak the door open, you see it's a bedroom. And on the floor between the door and the bed is the clothes that you remember Amanda being in the night before. And in the bed there is a lump underneath the covers.
I'm going to slowly and quietly as possible close the door.
The temptation to make you make a stealth check is so strong, but no. So you shut the door behind you and you back out. What do?
I just look across the room at Pez. He's still sleeping.
You sure?
Or dead.
Well, we should probably go check.
He in bed.
And?
Can you lower your microphone down a bit? You're kind of hard to hear at times.
Oh, sorry. That looks terrible.
Or just speak up, either one.
Yeah, that too. She's still sleeping.
I mean, did you actually see her breathing?
I forgot.
Why don't I go look?
You go and
So
investigate.
glad this isn't me.
So you crack the door open again, and you just, like Three Stooges, is like, boop, boop. Make a perception check.
14.
You sit there quietly and you kind of watch. Then the covers shift a bit, but she doesn't seem to rouse.
Well, she's alive at least. And I leave.
Okay.
Brick's head is still just sticking in the doorway.
Okay. So you've discovered that Amanda is still sleeping. You're now in the kitchen. The day is still yours.
When is the train supposed to get here? Oh, that's right. The chick who we need to ask is fucking comatose, isn't she? Pretty well.
I just look down at Pez and like, do you know how to cook?
As a matter of fact, I do. Why? What you think of that, man?
Do you know how to cook? I do. Walks out of the inn. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Father will be most likely difficult to deal with if food is not brought out.
Oh, thank you. I was about to have to whoop some robot's ass.
I mean,
Never have I been so offended by something I 100% agree with.
I can cook up a little bit of bacon.
Thank you.
Okay, so do you go about starting to cook breakfast?
Cook breakfast.
This is... You have far more options than what you're used to just kind of being out and about on your own, camping out in the wilderness, it is far easier to cook with all the implements at your disposal. Uh, what are the rest of you doing while these two hooligans were being peeping toms?
Resisting the urge to try to find a man and kick the door open very loudly.
I'm kind of strolling about the tavern. Are there still a lot of people that are like passed out?
You see 4 people that are still passed out. One of them is underneath a table.
I'm gonna do a wellness check just to make sure they're all still breathing.
They are in fact still breathing. One of them is snoring. They just you think about it for a second. You're like, I remember that guy, and I remember that guy. They partied. So it would be safe to assume that they are just taking a little bit longer to rouse than some of the others would have.
Oh. Can I find a mirror? Look for a mirror?
Oh, easily enough. There's even a few hanging from the wall with some decorative script around the edges, and kind of like floral designs that you're able to take a peek into.
Be like,
You are white.
inspect myself.
You are white everywhere you look except for your eyes, your nose, and your tongue.
Gonna rip my pants off. No, I'm just kidding.
That's white too.
I'm tempted to actually just do it now.
Your choice.
Behold my glory.
God.
Yeah, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna look at a mirror and just like kind of take it in, I guess, for a little while.
Okay. As you are
Finger tastes
inspecting
awful.
yourself, the rest of you start to smell the distinctive sense of cooking meat. Pez, as you are kind of partway through cooking, you start to hear noises from the room that you and Brick had peered into. Nothing super urgent, nothing that sounds too urgent, just it sounds like she's been roused by the sounds and the smell.
I'm just gonna start slowly backing out of the kitchen.
I'm just going to continue to cook, tail wagging to an invisible tune.
Okay. Maybe a minute or two after Brick excuses himself from the kitchen, Amanda comes out and she's not as lavishly dressed. She seems to have dressed herself to be more in comfort than anything else. She goes, "Ah, so you are my guest in my kitchen. Well, good on ya. You have everything in hand.
Yes, ma'am, I do. Is there anything I can cook for you?
Anything you're willing to make." She kind of rubs her temple a little bit and she kind of shuffles her hooves to go out into the main area.
Just opens the door and I'm just standing there.
Good morning, Brick. Mind if
Morning.
I... Appreciate it. And she moves behind the counter and she lights a stovetop that's behind the counter, fills up a kettle, and seems to be starting to boil some water. You all seem quite well. She sees Zahn admiring himself in the mirror and kind of looks him over again and just shakes her head and doesn't really know what to make of it. Can I get any of you anything to drink? I'm making some coffee at the moment. Your friend seems to be helping himself to my Lada.
Coffee,
sounds
please.
nice.
2 coffees. What of you, Zahn? Are you well?
What?
Drink?
I'll
take that as a maybe. So she starts grinding up some black beans and puts it in the strainer and goes about her business making coffee. And as her back is turned to the rest of you, she calls over her shoulder. So, what would your plans be for the day?
Don't we have a train coming at some point?
Good talk.
Well, he asked about the train.
I thought he was asking you guys.
I was just yelling into the room.
Oh,
It's like
I thought he was asking Amanda.
no. It's kind of a royal. Don't we have a train coming?
We're supposed to.
Mm-hmm. With the dino cart.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I can sleep more.
Ah,
Well,
yes.
last time we were on a train, it didn't go too well, did it?
I will be sleeping. I don't care if there's a bomb on the train. Sleeping. Now I'm just like, must realize that just gave DM ammunition for train.
I wasn't thinking about it, but since you mentioned it, bomb on train. Circle, circle, circle.
I asked Kasumi this earlier, but what is our directive?
Are you asking me?
I am asking the group.
Well, you guys seem fun, so I'm going to stick around with you guys till I don't feel like it anymore.
Well, I have to admit, you all seem to get along quite well, despite your individual uniquenesses.
I burst out of the kitchen with 3 plates of bacon, and like one of them is on my tail.
I burst into Pez, stealing all 3.
Well, he's behind the bar, and you'd have to get through Amanda and Brick to get to him.
Yeah, I don't think you quite understand the amount of love I have for bacon.
So Pez comes out and divvies out the bacon. Amanda's leaning back, munching on a strip herself as she's waiting for the coffee to brew. Well, if memory serves, there's usually a morning train. She kind of glances over at the clock that's hanging on the wall. Should possibly be here in the next 2 to 3 hours.
The one that's headed to Locust Harbor?
Well, it heads to Drybell first, but eventually, yes, I do believe it does go to Locust Harbor.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Amanda, when you finish up your coffee, I have a personal question I want to ask you.
Is it something you wish to ask me in front of everyone, or did you have a more private question?
A little bit of a more private question.
Very well. So, you all mingle for a bit as the coffee's brewing. She gets it, pours a couple mugs, passes them around, takes one for herself, walks back over to the swinging door and holds it open for you, and you both step into the back. Very well.
You wouldn't have happened to have seen or known about someone who looks like this. And I pull out a little tiny wanted poster that I hid underneath my poncho and handed it to her.
This is the wanted poster for the Duke.
Mhm.
She takes the poster and she holds it for a second. She goes, I recognize the face, or rather the poster. Thank all of the gods he's never been here. Unfortunately, with the mayor being as he was, we don't really get all that many visitors or news because of that. Sorry to say I can't be too much help with it, but Perhaps in Locust Harbor, where there's far more of a, oh, what's the word? Law enforcement. Maybe it's also the hub for the postal service, so maybe there's some better news there.
I'll be sure to keep my ears open. Thank you.
Of course, it's also entirely possible he's been caught already. Again, we
Probably.
don't receive much news.
If he was caught, I would know.
Well, I wish you all the luck in finding this very dangerous man. She'll hand the wanted poster back to you.
I will put it underneath my poncho.
Is there anything else, dear?
Not really. Actually, may need to grab a couple of strips of bacon to give to our little kobold friend who's probably really hungover.
Amanda kind of chuckles and kind of gives you a little winks, like, I'm sure she'd love that. Well, you cooked it. It is yours to dish out. And then she'll kind of go back through the front door and busy herself with pouring more cups of coffee for the remaining patrons from the night before. And she'll set the mugs down, give them a shake, and if they don't wake up, they get a sharp kick. And soon enough, all four of them have roused and holding their heads, drinking their coffee, and seem to just be hating their existence. What would you all like to do now?
Thanks.
Pocket bacon acquired.
Pocket bacon. Wired. Be-de-de-dee.
Notice Nim with his pocket bacon. Do I notice if he's going anywhere with it yet?
I'm just waiting because I assume that all of us will have to go down to the train station.
Mhm.
Like, how long you said? About the next 2-3 hours is what you said?
Yeah, Amanda said that generally within the next 2 to 3 hours. But she seemed to be guesstimating and wasn't entirely sure.
I mean, do you guys want to go, or what do we want to do? We've got a little ways to wait.
Suppose just wait here. Or we could go hang out with Canlin.
Yeah, probably wouldn't hurt if we go on over to the train station, get all our bags checked by TSA and all that.
Yeah,
Canlin
we
comes
can
out.
do that. You can visit your girlfriend too.
I mean, she's a friend who is a girl.
I'm gonna pat Pez on the back to grab my hammer before it very lazily dragging it out of the inn.
Okay, so Zahn is heading to the railway station. Do the rest of you join him?
Mount the Allosaurus and take. Because how many dinos do we collect? We have the Allo and the Iguanodon.
I'll take Lime.
I think we had the 3.
The Deinonychus.
There was the Allosaurus,
Deinonychus.
the Iguanodon, and there were 5 Deinonychuses left for the rest of the group that the sheriff brought back.
We can probably donate like all but 3 or 2 of them, so we all have a mount.
Can they hold everyone? Like, can Brick actually sit on one without killing it?
Probably not a Deinonychus.
Yeah.
He may have to share on the Allosaurus or the Iguanodon, which are bigger beasts of burden that can manage it easily enough. Kasumi, Zahn, the other 4 of you would be able to ride a Deinonychus, no problem. Barking spiders.
Well, no, it's the chair, the metal of the
I know, I know.
Fuck you
I know.
guys.
You should just make Zahn a gassy character. It's fine.
No, that's fucking
Brick already
Brick's
is.
job. He can use his ultimate form and shoot his cannon, which is his ass.
Just say, Mr. Metalman, have you ever written anything before? Anything living, that is.
No.
Well, I mean, why don't you hop up on here and I can teach you.
Okay. I will try to hop up on. Are we doing the Allosaurus or the Iguanodon?
Hello.
All right. Do I need to make any checks for this or anything?
Are you in the saddle with him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would say animal handling with advantage since Pez is there to help.
Right. Good thing I had the advantage. What's the animal handling? It's not something I use a lot. +0, so a 15.
With Pez's help, he's there to calm the Allosaurus, and since he spent so much time with them the day before, it's very familiar to his commands, and he's able to give you a pretty decent lesson as far as kind of the urges and the words to say to make it go, how to pull on the reins to direct it in the direction you want to go, how to make it go faster, slower, stop. He gave you a really decent lesson.
Very awesome.
And did you say that you were going to donate the rest of them? The ones that you weren't keeping, or I missed that part.
That was my thought.
I was about to say, so we just need 2, then we can donate 3 of them. Is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Is everybody okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Or should we keep one as a like? They wouldn't really be able to be. No, maybe like light pack mules, but not really. Yeah, probably worth donating them.
Okay. We'll say for the sake of brevity, you talk to Amanda, and she agrees that when the rancher comes back into the main part of town, she'll let him know that the Deinonychus is tied out front. Considering the other 3 that you took from the bandits that hijacked the train before were also given to them to watch, that they're able to keep those 3 and the other ones that were collected.
But yeah.
So the lesson with Brick, we'll say, took about an hour, hour and a half, because you needed some practice, and you couldn't really do it in the center of town in case Juniper, was that it?
Mm-hmm.
In case Juniper kind of got a little antsy, so you went kind of to the outside of town a little bit, and then when you're done, what would the rest of you have been doing while Brick was getting a riding lesson?
I'm hanging out at the train station.
I'm saying goodbyes to Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
And then going to the train station.
Okay. She wishes you all the best of luck. She gives each one of you a big hug, thanks you profusely, and then you all head towards the station.
I'm sure we'll be back.
Please do keep in touch. We will miss you.
Me too.
Maybe not quite so much.
Oh.
We'll miss you in your own special way.
I eye the mayor's building with fiery intent.
No. So, you all eventually head towards the rail station. Let's see. There we go. You all head towards the railway station, and it's still relatively empty. There's no one really there. As you come to peek up through the bars, you can see that Canlin is sitting there on her stool, uniform back on, hat on her horn, and she's just head in her hands and just kind of bleary-eyed and kind of every now and then. Like she almost doesn't even seem to notice that you all have arrived, even though you have giant dinosaurs with you.
Hi, Kellen.
Yeah. Good morning. What can I do for you?
Train gonna be here in the next couple hours.
Where are you looking to go?
Locust Harbor, I think, right, guys? That's right, Locust Harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Train will be here. She kind of looks down at her ledger, and then has to like shove her sleeve way back up her arm to look at her watch. And then kind of lets it go. About 30-40 minutes ish.
Stop.
What are you looking to take? You want to do economy, first class,
First class.
elite?
First class.
Okay.
Jeez.
How much is that, Cameron?
Well, first class gets you a private booth, holds 4. Good seats, fold out bunks. Let's see, all the way to Locust Harbor. She's looking down at her sheet. Gotta go to Dryabell first. That's 5 gold a person to Dryabell. And then, oop. Wait a minute. Is that right? That's not right. Ah, okay. 5 gold to Dryabell. And then 4 gold, 5 silver to Locust Harbor.
I'm not even gonna hesitate. I'm just gonna put it on the freaking the counter. Yeah, counter. That one.
You guys requested the thing for your animal friends. How many you taking? What you got? She's kind of finally starting to wake up as she's talking.
I just have the iguanodon.
Ooh. She kind of like leans up and like has to crawl on her countertop to get up to the bars and like smush her face against it to try to get a peek at it. Yeah, very much like a...
Pull Lime closer. Look!
She's like arms, like flappy arms through the bars trying to like squish its face. Just this one?
Yes, just this one.
And we have a few others.
Well, I mean, just for me. This is all that I have.
I was waiting, I was like, you really want to say that?
I stomp up behind the iguanodon and have the owl like peek its head down and
Her arms come back through the bars and just goes, and then back out the bars again.
Oh, and this is for you. I pull out some pocket bacon.
Like, you the hands are on the Allosaurus, disappear, come out, grab the bacon, come back in, pocket, back out to the Allosaurus. Like, in a second, just... And I do want to make it clear that that was a total of 9 gold, 5 silver per person for the trip to Locust Harbor.
Okay, so.
If you
9
want
gold.
first class.
If you want the first class.
Yeah. 9 gold plus 5. Sorry.
No, it's 5 gold plus 4 gold and 4 silver.
5
So it's
silver.
9 gold, 9 gold, 5 silver in total.
9 gold, 5 silver, and is that including the dinosaur fee?
That is not including the dinosaurs. That's why she's asking you what dinosaurs are there.
Okay.
And
So how much?
just for your own knowledge, since he kind of interrupted me while I was saying it, the economy it's open seating on benches. It's what you guys were in when you were coming down, and you were initially attacked. Communal toilet, access to food and drink car. It's a self-serve. The first class is private booth that holds 4. Comfortable seating with food, with fold-out bunk. There are 3 booths per car. Meals and drinks are provided periodically throughout the trip. Then you have the elite class, which is an entire car to yourself, can comfortably fit 10 people, 24/7 wait staff summoned by bell pull for food, drinks, and other services, and other amenities differ per train.
How much is that?
The economy is 2 copper pieces per mile.
I don't care about economy.
Just going through it, first class is 25 per mile. The elite is 1 gold per mile. So going from Luna Wind to Dry Bell is 200 gold.
Oh. Is that each?
No. So I actually misspoke about the first class thing. Since it's a booth of 4, and there's, unless you wanted to all pack into a 4-person booth, if you wanted to get, okay, so then you would need to get 2. So that's the 9 gold, 5 silver twice, not per person.
I'll pay for 1 just because I already have bucket.
So with the elite one, it would be 380 once because the car can fit 10 people, and you would basically be renting it out for yourselves. So if you're getting the 2 cars, in total it would be 18 gold, 10 silver.
The 2 booths.
2 first class booths.
Yes, that can fit 4 people.
Yeah.
And you have
I
food
think
and
first
drinks
class
served to
is
you
better.
occasionally.
Yeah.
So Canlin looks around at the various dinos that you're looking to transport, and she goes, "Be 1 gold per biggin, and 10 silver per small one."
Pay her 1 gold for mine.
Mostly just for insurance purposes in case someone gets nipped. It's taking care of them.
Neep nop.
I'll
Doesn't
toss
happen
another 10.
often, but company policy.
Makes sense.
So minus 1 gold.
I'll toss another 10 silver on for the red Deinonychus I have made my own.
Move.
Okay.
I
So
have paid for my debts.
you guys pay for your tickets.
Mhm.
Is there anything
Yep.
you'd
It was
like to do?
18 gold.
18 gold, 10 silver for the 2 booths.
So I've already
Oh,
paid
that's-
for 1.
So that's all together, the 18 gold, 10 silver.
Yes, that is from
Oh,
Luna
I'm
Wind
sorry, it's
all
the
the way
9
to Locust Harbor.
The
Yeah.
9, it's the 9 gold and 5 silver.
Yes,
I'll get
twice.
the other one.
Okay.
Okay.
And remove.
Gamelin,
Mm-hmm.
how long is the first place from here?
5.5 hours. No delays.
All right. I will have to suffer.
You ain't got much of choice.
I know.
Such a drama queen. Well, you can go put your dino friendy over there in the little pen off to the side, and the workers will take care of it once it gets here. And she kind of looks at her watch again after having kind of given you all the information. It's shouldn't be more than 20 minutes now, give or take. She's now stuffing her face with bacon.
I'm gonna sit on one of the booths, I guess, in the station, and
Hey, enough.
Okay.
poke myself, I guess. Make sure I'm actually attached to me.
Okay. Is there anything you guys would like to do as we wait for the train, or just want to skip on ahead to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, eventually you see the puff of steam coming down from the east. And soon enough, the train chugs along into the station, rolls up with a hoot hoot. And you just see Canlin like holding her head, just like, ah, not today. And to keep things short, you all hang out for a bit, make sure your dinos get on to the train and are secured down. You all hop on board. No one else hops off. No one else hops on. Train seems relatively empty. And
Ooh, excuse me.
after a little bit more prep as supplies are reloaded, the train blows its whistle again and pick up speed. And soon enough, you are coasting on your way to Drybell. And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Ah!
All right.
All right.
Good party. I wasn't expecting all the stuff you guys were going to get into with that.
Yeah.
Arm wrestling and... There's an ant on my cheese. No!
We may want.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look and see where they're coming from.
I was about to say, yeah. I'll tell you. I will talk about it after.
Okay, so, that was good. Well done, everybody.
Was RP heavy.
It was very RP heavy. And I didn't want to bog it down in the middle, but after you guys took that long rest, you were level 4.
Woo-woo.
Since you guys encountered quite an interesting adversary.
Oh, that's right. The hammer thing.
Oh, yay.
Golf clap for setting up just how out of our league we are.
Sucking the color out of Zahn.
What do I call again? What does it say here?
Okay, so,
8.
let's see. So we'll be playing again, hopefully, very likely in the next 2 weeks, as we usually are. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord. The link is down below. We're not in there too terribly often, but if you pop in, say hi. We'd be more than happy to chat, answer any questions that you may have, so long as we're able to, story-wise, myself or any of these other chuckle nuts in here.
How dare you?
Also, keep up with us on Instagram, as that is where we will be posting when we go live next. So we should be expecting to play again in the next 2 weeks, schedules permitting. So until then, I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye bye.
Where's the button? I lost it.
Bye.